LeBron, you had a pretty quiet night for 3 quarters. Then the 4th quarter, you exploded for 12. Do you already have a mindset that you can get buckets whenever you want?
I mean, I just play the game. You know, however the game presents itself, I just try to take advantage of it. You know, I needed to do something in the 4th. I did a great job in the 3rd quarter of attacking and getting my guys some open looks. I hit Cole for 2 threes, hit CB for a 3. But I needed to make a few buckets as well to help us in the 4th quarter, and I was able to come through for us.
Dwyane, Lance was really the only guy on their side that really shot the ball well tonight. What makes him so difficult to guard, and then also, what do you do to contain him going forward?
Well, he shot well. You know, he made some tough shots. I mean, he's a good player. So one thing we did, we threw different guys at him, and we will continue to do that. You know, it's a long series, so you know, we'll continue to force our will on him as much as possible. But he's going to make some shots, and you know, we can't control ourselves with that. This is not a one-on-one matchup at all. This is a series. It's a team thing, and our team came out on top, and that's all that matters.
LeBron, were you happy the way you all banged with David West tonight? He went 5 of 16 from the field. Can you talk about what you did defensively on him this time?
Just try to keep a body on him. Very good player, you know, and our bigs took the challenge on him, you know, all night. You know, just try to run him off his shot. You know, when he drove, just try to keep a chest in front of him, make him take contested shots over the top, and you know, and offensively, we just tried to attack him as well. Put him in some pick and rolls. He got a couple early quick fouls, so that maybe got him out of rhythm a little bit too. But our bigs did a great job on him.
Dwyane, to your left. What did you think of the game that Norris Cole had for you guys tonight, and specifically how he defended Lance at the end?
Norris had a very good game for us. I mean, he came in the end of the 1st quarter and did a great job, you know, for our group, and he continued it. So, you know, Norris is one of those guys that he loves to play defense, and he did a great job on Lance, making it tough for him in the 2nd half. That allowed me to shift to Paul George and LeBron, you know, to guard the point guard. So, you know, we're very versatile, you know, when Norris is out there. With the way he guards pick and rolls and how low to the ground he is as well. So, you know, he did a phenomenal job.
Dwyane, these last few weeks, the maintenance plan looks like it's worked out.
Yeah, that was the plan, and just want to continue it. Just want to continue to keep going, continue to keep getting better. There's a lot of basketball left, but I feel good.
For both of you guys, what was the biggest difference defensively between Game 1 and Game 2?
We got back to playing Miami Heat basketball. We flew around, covered for one another. Even when we made mistakes, we still covered for one another. And, you know, we allowed them in Game 1 to dictate what our defense did, and that's not us. They had us on our heels the whole game, and, you know, it's not how we play basketball. And every time we lose, that's the first thing that we can see. So defensively, you know, today we came out with an aggressive mindset. Even if we made mistakes, guys had to cover for one another, and I think we did that for 48 minutes.
Same thing.
Dwyane, I saw you like giving a pregame like speech in the huddle. What was the conversation like?
It was simple, man. Today was just about how bad do we want it. You know, it wasn't about X's and O's. It just was about how bad do we want to win this game. You know, and we proved it. We showed it. You know, it wasn't a perfect game by no stretch of the imagination, but we kept fighting. We kept digging down deep, and eventually the game turned to our favor and to Miami Heat basketball. And, you know, we love those games.
LeBron, Norris said in the locker room that you actually were the one that kind of tabbed him and said, why don't you pick up Stephenson? Is that right? And he said you continued to do it as the game went on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Norris is, I mean, he's all about defense. He's all about team and whatever it takes to win. And I believe that, you know, he'll be a good matchup on Stephenson. Even though Stephenson is a bigger guy, he's going to get some shots over him. He's going to make some plays. But I think Norris, you know, can lock in on him. But it'll allow D-Wade to shift to Paul George and allow me to shift to George Hill. So, you know, that versatility that we have on our wings at that point, it helps a lot. But for me as a leader, just try to give confidence to guys. You know, and I was confident enough for Norris to take on that challenge. Lance had it going. And at the same time, Norris got it going on the other end offensively too, you know, making 2 threes in the clutch situation.
You all keep speaking about Miami Heat basketball, and it seems that you all never panic. How much of a role does the demeanor of the team play in games like this, and does it kick in that you all have been through this so many times to make sure that you all just don't panic in situations like this?
Yeah, I think, we always give credit to our first year together. Well, we did panic in situations like this. Even though we did get to the finals, throughout that year, we was able to grow up a lot. But even in the finals, we had moments where 5 minutes left in the ball game, we had a lead in every game, but we panicked. That year, brought a lot of growth in our team, in our leadership, as a group, and especially this guy to my left. His leadership really went to another level. So, we're very confident coming down the stretch, one, because we believe in our defense. When our defense is, the way it should be, us moving around, running around, doing the things we should do. Offensively, we got two guys that we can put the ball in their hands, and they're going to make the best play for the team. So you have confidence in that. And, that's why we don't, break a sweat too much in them moments. We just look at each other and we say, all right, we got to do it better, or, we got to do it our way.
Dwyane.
LeBron, how does going back to Miami with a split 1-1 affect the way you work through these next 3 days in between games 2 and 3?
Well, I think the 3 days is going to allow us to prepare, for Game 3. Even though we won, we're going to break down the film as if we lost, and see ways we can get better, even with some of the mistakes that we made. I think the best thing about it tonight, even though we made mistakes, we was flying around and we was playing the type of basketball that we wanted to play. And when we do that, we give ourselves a great chance to win, and we can live with the results. So, with these 3 days, we're not comfortable. We're not satisfied at all. We came here, we got Game 2, but Game 3 is a new game, and we need to start preparing for that tomorrow and get ready for it on Saturday.
Dwyane.
For both you guys, at the end of the game, you guys at one point scored 20 consecutive points, and a lot of it was playing off each other. Can you talk about the kind of, mental telepathy that you guys kind of have in that situation where you both read and react to each other?
I mean, we have no idea that we're doing that until we hear it after the game. We're just out playing. We believe, it doesn't matter who's, whatever the ball in each other's hand, we're going to make the right play for not only ourselves, but for our team. Tonight was one of those nights, once again, where we was making plays, finding guys, and also finding each other, finding a good rhythm with the ball in our hands. So, we don't know that we're doing those things, but we just try to make plays and do whatever it takes to help our team win.
What's that like, Dwyane?
I mean, like you said, the ball is in our hand, and the way that's what we want. When we came here, that's what we envisioned. Having two guys that is able to be dynamic, at the same time, and it doesn't happen all game, but fourth quarters and those moments, that's where we envisioned it happening. So, like you said, we're just making what plays we feel is right. Obviously, I always know where number 6 is on the floor, and he always know where I am on the floor as well. But at the same time, we're being aggressive, and whatever play come out of it is probably the best play for our team. And a lot of times, him touching the ball or me touching the ball, in those moments, is probably the best thing for our teams.
LeBron, you talked about covering for each other. You had a play late in the fourth quarter where you blocked the ball and went for the layup and missed, but Dwyane followed and put it in. How important was that play in keeping the run going? And then, Dwyane, if you could explain kind of what you saw on that play.
It was a huge momentum play. We did a great job on that possession. Hibbert got the ball, and our big did a great job of pressuring him. And he took a couple of dribbles and then stopped, and everybody just locked in on their individual man. D-Wade kept the ball from Paul George getting it. Norris kept it from Lance. CB kept it from David West, and I was trying to do the same thing to George Hill. And when George Hill got the ball, I just tried to lock in on him. And I was able to get a steal. Usually D-Wade don't even chase me down. He know if it's a one-on-one matchup with me, most of the time I'm a scorer. But I was glad that he did, and I missed a layup, and he was able to tip dunk it. So huge momentum play in the fourth quarter when we needed it the most.
Yeah, like you said, 99.9% of the time, he's one-on-one with someone. We take our chances. But just at that moment, it's just winning time. And I actually noticed he didn't really get the acceleration like that he needed. He took a step and he didn't get up. So that allowed me just to keep following, because normally he explodes and it's not many people that can meet him at the top, but he didn't get the explosion on the layup that he needed. So I just continue to follow him. And at that time, he's just trying to make a play, and he missed it. And luckily I was there to be able to put it back in.
All right.
Thank you, guys.